Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Mysterious Reality. Today we'll be looking at part 3 of Do Not Allow Distractors to Destroy Your Marriage and Your Home. In part 2, we saw distractors as women who go after married men and women who go after younger boys to gain their sexual satisfaction. We saw women who want to explore, not that they are not provided for, not that they are lacking anything, but they just want to play around. So that's what we saw in part 2. And in part 3, we'll be looking at distractors as friends, bad friends. Friends who are envious of you, friends who do not like your smile. You know, there are people who just hate people, not for any reason. Not that the person has done anything wrong to him or her, but because the person is always smiling, you know, they just hate you. People can just hate you for no reason at all. You know, they can just hate you for maybe for your smile, maybe because you're strong, maybe because you are tall, maybe because you are fair, maybe because you are dark, maybe because you dress well. They just hate you for any reason. And some of these friends pretend to be good friends. Some of us don't even know. They make out time to go into your social media account to see things about you, and it irritates them. And so sometimes I ask myself, why do people go after people? Why do they get involved with people when they know that those people irritate them? You don't like my smile. You don't like my color. You don't like the way I dress. And then you still make out time to go into my inbox, to check my profile, to check things about me, and then you get irritated, you get agitated, you begin to say things that are not right. You know, there are people who don't like you. They don't like your marriage. They want to see you scatter. And so they begin to tell you things that will provoke you. So what am I saying? Not all friends are really friends. Try to sieve the things you hear. Try to sieve the things you use. Not everything anybody tells you you use. Not everything you see on social media you apply. No. Try to study your partner, study your husband, study your wife. Understand the man you are married to. And then prayerfully look for ideas that will work out for you. It is not what works for Mr. A that would work for Mr. B. And so not everything your friends tells you, you just take it hook, line, and sinker and begin to apply in your home. Sometimes it destroys your home. You know, sometimes some of those friends who come to pose and tell you their husband gave them this, their husband did that, yeah, most times those things are fake stories. They are not real. Some of those social media you see, it's kind of, how do I put it? It's kind of staged. I know a few of them are real. I don't know. When you see those who are real, you also know. But most times they are staged. They tell you all sorts of stories. And you think, oh, I'm just the one suffering. My dear, sieve the information you get from your friends. In fact, if you ask me, I would say, be careful with friends. Know those you call your friends. And when you are a married woman or a married man, it's not all the friends you are keeping around you as a young man or as a young woman that you still keep. You have to check those that you need to remove and remove them. You have to check those that are relevant and keep them. And the fewer your friends, the better for you. The less headache for you. I'm telling you. So, friends can appear as distractors. Check up those friends. Know the kind of things they tell you. Each time they finish visiting you and go back, how do you feel? Did they spark up anger in you? Did they tell you things that provokes you? Then avoid such friends. Avoid such friends. They are not good for your home. They are not good for your marriage. Again, distractors can come in form of perversion. All forms of perversion is not good for your home. It's not good for your relationship. It's not good for your marriage. You know, recently I had a story of a friend whose husband wasn't around. Maybe the husband was living abroad and he was all alone, living abroad in other country, and she was all alone with the children. And then maybe her friends told her to get some of the sex toys that is raining these days. You know, everybody wants to advertise everything on the social media. And with a click of button, with a click of numbers on your phone, it will be delivered at your doorstep. And so some people don't even know what is good for them anymore. I have said it. Learn to discuss with your partner. If you feel staying alone and he staying in another country, it's not okay for you. Talk to him about it. Plan together. Work together and get better. We have only one life to live. For you, you feel you're okay. So what happened to this lady? She felt she was okay. The man was sending the money, and so she felt comfortable. And then she started complaining to her friends. Oh, I feel horny. I feel bored. And they introduced her to their so-called sex toys or whatever. And she ordered for one. It was, of course, with a click, it was delivered, and she was using it. So months later, when her husband returned and realized that her V is no longer the way it is, it's become larger, it's become more expanded. And so the man flared up. The man was like, you've been flirting around. And the woman was like, I've not been flirting around. You've been sleeping around. The woman said, no, I've been faithful. Now you go get that man who is doing this, or you go back to your father's house. At the end, what happened? She opened up to the man. She was like, I had to get a sex toy, and that's what I've been using. And the man was like, what? I can't believe it. The sex toy cannot do that. Now you go back to your parents, or you go and provide the man that has been doing this. Of course, the marriage didn't stand. The lady was sent back to her home. And when she was sent back, where were those friends who talked her into ordering for a sex toy? So sometimes it's not everything we hear that we apply. Sieve your information. Okay? All form of perversion can replace your partner. Some women prefer to do it with other women. They feel it's better. Oh, their husband is not, or they won't say I'm flirting around, but they do it with other women. It's also perversion. Yes, because your natural urge, now you want to get your satisfaction from a fellow woman like you. So it's perversion. So all form of perversion can actually destroy your marriage, because when you have a female friend who gives you that satisfaction, automatically your attention, your interest will turn towards her. If you have a male friend who satisfies you, of course your attention, your interest, everything will go back to that man. So men who do it with their fellow men, feeling, after all, my wife will not say I'm flirting around. It's perversion, because it will change your interest. It will make you have more interest in the man than your wife. And for the lady, it makes you have more interest in the woman than your husband. So all forms of perversion is not good for your home. It's not good for your marriage. So please, try to talk things out with your partners. Try to iron things out. Stop avoiding confrontation. The only thing is that make sure to tackle that issue at the right time. Not when the man is pissed or tired or hungry. Find the right time to discuss your marriage issues with your partner and find a more lasting solution. May God bless you all as you apply wisdom in your marriage.